Hey guys, welcome to the 35th Mill. Today we're here to talk to you about The Mummy.
Mummy. Wait, is it zombie? It doesn't matter.
Oh, is this-
Zombie, yes, the Mummy with
Yes,
with,
the zombie.
the zombie movie.
The Mummy.
with Tom Cruise in it, and Russell Crowe, of course.
Yep.
See, I was really skeptical of this film before I saw it. I was worried that I was going to be take away from the Brendan Fraser version.
I think we need to preface for you guys.
Yeah.
This is not the Brendan Fraser movie. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, completely different.
There is one little
That's what people
second
say.
there that made the Brendan Fraser ones canon to this, but other
Look at
than
it
that,
as not
yeah.
it though.
It's not.
I didn't know that until he read an article on it after
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah.
Look at it as in it's something else, just called
Completely.
The Mummy. It's a different thing. So that's how
It's
I
a
view
different
it.
mummy. It's a completely different story. It's set in the
Correct.
present day as opposed to the old ones that were in the 20s. This is a completely different thing. So you need to approach it in that manner.
Yep. Look at it as a completely different thing,
Yeah.
and in that sense, against popular belief or popular opinion,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was
As
pretty
did
cool.
I, yeah.
I thought there was more humor to it than what I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is funny. He's a funny guy.
I know. I wish he'd do more comedy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know
'cause-
why he doesn't.
no, that's exactly right.
He's too busy running. It always.
Well, he ran in this one as well for a little bit, and then he
He
gave
did.
up running.
He did.
He rode on horses too.
Yeah,
No, I thought it was
yeah.
a great movie. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of punchy. I felt a little bit depressing at certain points, but that's mainly down to the camera or the filtering.
The color palette they chose was a bit questionable for some scenes. It got a little bit dark, and it was tricky to make out the scene, which is a shame because the scene was very good. The one in particular that we found this with, chase sequence at night, and there was just this blue tint over the whole screen, and it just seemed to ruin the scene.
Yeah, it did. So that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But no, I
Other
really.
than that,
It was enjoyable.
Yeah,
Again,
it
and
was
I
a lot
said
of
it to you.
fun.
I turned to you and said it in the cinema when it just finished. I said, you know, that was just an enjoyable movie. There wasn't
was.
anything like if you. Again, I went into it thinking that it was kind of a remake or taking off from the Brendan Fraser ones. When I realized very quickly that it wasn't at all,
no.
I really enjoyed it. I couldn't fault it on much, and I thought the Russell Crowe was awesome in it.
Yeah,
I loved him. I did not understand, and I still don't understand, but I kind of, I guess, a little bit understand now.
Yeah, so-
why his character was in it.
Yeah, so Russell Crowe plays Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, first of all, Russell Crowe's brilliant, and he absolutely embodies two very different characters very well in the same physical being. Now, the reason why Jekyll and Hyde is in there is because Universal is kicking off their Dark Universe, and I understand very much that we are becoming very used to shared universes these days, thanks
Oh,
to Marvel
everyone.
and DC and everyone else that's wanted to follow suit. Even Harry Potter's gone and done it now. But in reality, the Universal monsters were doing this way back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yep.
So they were the first ones really to do the shared universe. So
So they have every right to do it, and don't you
they do.
differ on that opinion.
What he said.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, so I mean, we're excited. We're going to be seeing more of these characters in the future. I mean, they've already got Javier Bardem for Frankenstein's monster, Johnny Depp for The Invisible Man. Geez, I think there's a few more coming,
Yep, but I have literally no idea.
and that's the fun way to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go into it with a new experience every single time.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. I guess you could say.
Oh, it is so.
Let's get to our scoring,
Yes.
shall we?
Yes.
Alrighty, here we go.
You're
Right,
up.
I haven't thought of it until right now, so I'm going to say my unbiased
better
kind
think
of
of it.
my good luck. You're lucky I
Yeah,
go first. My unbiased opinion of it is that it probably gets. I'll give it a 6. In fact, again that color palette that they used really kind of frustrated me. It kind of took away from what we could see. They did use really golden color palette in Egyptian scenes, but
Oh, they were excellent.
but it,
Yeah.
it just kind of clashed a bit too much, and I think it kind of, it was a bit depressing. Also, there are a couple of scenes, you've seen it on the trailer, there's a plane crash in it, we know that. I knew it on the trailer.
Yep.
That scene kind of, I think, as spectacular as was with zero gravity used,
Yep.
the very ends of that kind of felt a bit lacking. But besides that, yeah, it was all right. Again, wasn't particularly groundbreaking as a script. Was interesting, but yeah. So it gets a 6. My enjoyment of it, yeah, it was an enjoyable film. I'll also give it probably a 7. 7 seems to be my probably middle ground sort of film, and this gets a position in that area as well. I thought it was enjoyable, better than what I was expecting, because I thought it was going to be something completely different and totally rip-offy of something else. But no, thoroughly enjoyed it. Gets a 7.
Yeah. Once again, I'm going to copy you.
Yes,
a
we're
little
the
bit,
same.
a little bit. Okay, an unbiased view. I would definitely give it a 6 out of 10. I felt like they could have done a lot of things a lot better, but they had to operate with caution. This is meant to be the first film in this universe, and it's got to set it up as well as serve as its own movie, which is a very hard balancing act. They needed to introduce a ton of characters and backstory. The script could have used a little bit more, but they were pretty content to just tell a very simple story, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. So long as you go in there not expecting something complex. You're meant to be going in there just for the thrill ride, which is what the original films were all about. That's what the Brendan Fraser ones were about. If those movies came out today, they would have been rated horribly as well. The critics would have hated it, and it wouldn't have done well. Those films work because of the time they came out. This new one, if it had come out then, probably would have done a lot better.
It's a very 21st century. Sorry, it's a very 2017 film. This one.
Yeah. But look, yeah, unbiased, 6 out of 10. As for my personal opinion, I don't believe that it can be justifiably compared to the Brendan Fraser films, because if it could, it would
Completely.
rank very low on my score, because those films are classics. And because I can't compare them, I would have to give it maybe a 7.5. I found myself enjoying it a lot more than I expected. The time went by very quickly in the movie for me. I didn't feel like it was dragging at all. Pacing was good. Characters were funny. There was so much humor injected in there, and it was equal parts humor to the horror, and that's what it should be. It should be this rollicking thrill ride, and that's what I felt.
Rollicking. Hey, big words.
Yeah.
We're smart people.
Yeah, so yeah, 7.5, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was our opinion on the film. We'd love to hear what you have to say about it in the comments below. If not, on our Facebook page at the 35th Mil.
Yep.
Or our website. You can say that one.
Yeah, what is it? The 35thmil.wordpress.com until we get a domain name. But look, honestly, we're not operating too much off the website at the moment. Mostly we're dealing through the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So be sure to leave us a comment, send us a message. We want to know what you want to see on here, what you want us to discuss. If you want us to do a special on something, we want to hear about it. So let us know. But until then...
Yep.